Go get her. Oh, no. Cheers.
Thanksgiving.
My cat Mowgli always comes over and gives me so many hugs and snuggles when I'm in a mood. Today I woke up a little off. I'm going to go solo hike up the mountain. I've read a bunch about when you're having days like these and the thoughts you're having you want to kind of repress or neglect. It's a better practice to actually embrace those thoughts and feel them for what they are and think about the root of them and accept them, because when you can come to accept the thoughts and what's causing them and really work through it in your mind, then you can truly come to peace with it and let it go, as opposed to thinking you're letting it go by not thinking about it. So a solo hike will be great to just set a good tone for the rest of the day. Before I left the office today, I whipped up a little bottle that's a mini version of my stress sedation spray. It's just a blend of essential oils geared towards calming your mind. The air is so crisp and cold, but all of the colors around me are so warm and beautiful. It's definitely nippy out today, but this is a pretty steep trail once you get going, so I should warm up quickly. I already feel so much better, and the sun is poking through the gray sky now, so I'm just gonna soak it in for a minute. The summit is just amazing. Everything's pretty bare except for a few really rusty trees that are almost red. It's all sort of the calm before the storm of winter right now. I pretty much had this whole hike to myself. I maybe passed 2 people, but I have the summit completely to myself. I'm reading some Thich Nhat Hanh right now, who is a Zen teacher that creates a whole bunch of books and a how-to series. So I have a lot of his, and right now I'm reading How to Relax. So glad I did this because I feel like my mood is transformed, and it's just about noon now, so I have a large part of the day ahead of me. It's pretty late in the season to do this, but I'm going to make some fire cider at the cabin today just so we can have some on stock for the rest of the cold season. Once I finish it, it needs about 6 weeks to sit before I strain it, so we should have it sometime in early January, and there'll still be plenty of cold at that point. I don't have parchment paper, but I am going to put some under here when I get home to avoid the acidity of the vinegar messing with the top of the mason jar. And then I'll add in some turmeric, which I forgot to bring. And you're supposed to kind of move it around like this once a day. It smells amazing. And then at 6 weeks, when I take this out and strain it in a cheesecloth, I will add in some honey to taste. And after I wrapped up, I joined Kyle and Mason to continue shaking the cabin.
Now nice and tight. Everybody's ready.
Tight.
Everyone's where they want to be?
Yeah, good and careful now. Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody say it.
Say what?
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
That day was also the first time we got snow at the cabin, though it was just a few wet flakes.
Oh no!
What happened?
And Mason, per usual, brought some really good food for us to munch on while we chipped away at the shingles.
This is how pigeon feel.
Ooh.
The big one.
Why not?
So I'm leaving the cabin now a little early, and Mason and Kyle are gonna keep working on it, but I am going to go meet up with my friend Rebecca, and we're gonna go hike the cobbles and try to catch the sunset.
We didn't quite get sunset, but we got golden hour, and that was more than enough. Signs of winter are all over the place now, so I'm starting to prep for the holidays and the season of giving. So my first to-do was making smudge sticks from some sage my friend Yolani gave me. And though they're bigger than my typical bundles, I love the size of them and can't wait to gift some. And I dried some in my dehydrator to keep around and hung the sticks from the basement ceiling. And it smells so rich and earthy down there now.
I've been developing some new natural chemical-free seasonal sprays, and instead of just one, I'm doing two for the winter. One is called Winter Woods, and one is Snowberry and Mistletoe. I can't wait for you guys to try these. I'm so blown away with how they came out, and they're available now, and the link's in my bio to my Etsy, with all of my other holistic products. I'm going to head over to my friend Taylor's because I have not seen her in who knows how long, and we've been trying to record a video for her to submit so she can become a certified yoga instructor. So we're gonna do a little session tonight and record it so she can send it in.
Yeah, I'll give her treats. She comes over, she gives them.
We did a slow and intentional restorative session for our lower backs, and it was very relaxing.
On the other side. And slowly down.
And then the night before Thanksgiving, my mom said she made tacos, so Kyle and I stopped by to see everyone. But the real fun would begin the next day.
I'm gonna put next Christmas tree, real one on there and some on there.
It's up on yourself. No one's up. No one ever wants up.
All of a sudden, there was one of you got a hold of the freaking camera.
Oh, whoa.
Tire that was like losing it.
It is Thanksgiving morning and I'm so excited. I can't wait to hang out with everyone again today and get cooking and baking. I'm in charge of carbs and vegetables, it feels like this year, so I am making a baked mac and cheese and stuffing, and Kyle made loaves of his sourdough bread. I know. And it's going to be so much fun baking. So usually I go overboard with making every ingredient so healthy, and today I kind of want to not be so scared of using butter or cheese or any of that. So I'm still making everything from scratch. It's Thanksgiving after all, so hey, no. Kyle had to run up. Whoa! What the fuck? Kyle had to run up to the cabin, but he'll be back soon. I mean, it's a beautiful blue morning, and he just wants to get a couple shots for a brand before. No, stop! Today is gonna be such a good day.
Thanksgiving morning started out with mimosas, breakfast around the kitchen table, and a lot of laughter. My sisters, Abby and Amber, were both home with their boyfriends, and Abby brought her friend Jackie too. And today my mom's mom, my grandma Bonnie, and her husband Bob would be joining us. It brings me back to my childhood to have everyone gathered. It's a real treat and always gets crazy.
On and on.
Then, before we ate the big meal, we all kind of just lounged and took it easy. The lethargic spirit of this holiday is something I always look forward to.
No. I know people with that. Yeah. I'll tell you, got their first day.
Cheers.
Thanksgiving.
Tables.
Abby, what do you guys got?
Are you putting that in Christmas songs or Elvis Presley?
And true to the tradition, we sat at the kids' table while my parents and grandparents enjoyed a much calmer meal across the room.
Do you see Bammy in her little skirt?
She doesn't see us. She doesn't see us at all. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Mine went way down too. Come check it out, it's done.
Afterwards, we took a little jaunt behind my parents' house, into the woods I used to roam regularly as a kid to walk off the food and booze. And Abby and Romeo came along too.
Go get her. Oh no! Kyle, no! Is it cold? I'm okay.
The next day, we got our first true snowstorm, and it piled up so quickly. We had a second meal planned for the evening, where we were supposed to meet my other set of grandparents, but would later find out my grandma was sick. Yet, we couldn't let the food go to waste, and the more meals the merrier, right?
Ooh, puddles. Oh wow, look at that new Christmas tree put on top of the
Just like
fountain.
you said he was gonna.
Wow.
Yeah, you already know the vibes. Apple cider donut.
Apple cider donut.
The
Hi.
best donuts.
So fun.
That was so satisfying.
Yeah. Kovu.
This is
Oh, because I look happy doesn't mean you should not know my let me sit down. Go, clean up. Clean up, girl, let's get it. But a lot nicer than me.
Actually, Abby knows the story.
Then the words snowball fight came out of Kyle's mouth, and these magic moments are the ones we'll all hold dear in our hearts for the rest of our lives.
Kyle's on the run. Whoa!
Here we go.
Oh! Which one of you?
And the flakes just kept coming on down, so I did a peaceful little loop around the yard while snowballs kept flying out back.
Wow!
Once we settled down, we spent the rest of the night watching home videos my dad took. And Kyle noted how the videos we are making now will be what we watch back one day on nights like these. And that really stuck with me.
Who's jumping on the bed?
Yeah. Wow. Steps, there's so much snow. Wow.
Like 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah. Look at the icicles on the back right there.
Where?
On the screen.
And we drove home, talking about how special this week was, and how you could really feel the magic of the season brewing.